Excuse us, but I need to have a chat with Super Liar.
This deceitful theme. The grimoire is simultaneously already in the safe and in Gabriel's hand. Luckily, the copy in his hand vanishes into the void in order to avoid this paradox.
An old flyer from a hotel, a load of old junk.
How does Plag not recognize the Peacock Miraculous?
I've seen this book somewhere before. But who cares? I'm famished. I need camembert.
Plag, just like Tiki, would know exactly what the grimoire is and how important it is, and yet he doesn't seem to care.
Why is my dad keeping this locked in a safe?
And on top of that, Adrien should realize just how suspicious it is that his father has a book that is clearly about the Miraculouses, but the thought never seems to cross his mind.
Hawkmoth? What's this monster doing in a book about superheroes?
He's in the book because he has a Miraculous. Wait, had you somehow not figured that out yet? How else would he know what they are? The cracks in the Peacock Miraculous should be visible here, and yet they are not. Despite Adrien holding the book, it's also right there. No need to worry about your father noticing that it's missing, Adrien, since it seems to be part of the safe.
Can you believe Lila knows Prince Ali?
Lila knows all of the Hollywood directors.
There is no way anyone would believe her without proof, especially with just how much she's claiming to have done.
She even gave me an exclusive interview for the Lady blog, because Ladybug saved her life once. Watch!
Who is this girl?
Was that the entire video? Just Lila laughing? Because no other sound plays. Also, who cares if Ladybug once saved her life? Ladybug has also saved your life, Alia. Multiple times, in fact. What the heck is Adrien doing? Does he turn into a brain-dead puppet the moment he's not the main character?
Where are they going? Alia, we've got to stop them.
You need to chill out, Marinette.
This is extremely out of character for Alia. She has always been very supportive and encouraging of Marinette's feelings towards Adrien, and she would not just brush her off like this. Marinette's hair is twitching in annoyance. What's up with Tiki's mouth?
Hi, Tiki.
Marinette does the same motion Adrien does when he tells Plag to hide, except Tiki normally hides in Marinette's purse.
Now we can get going on our history homework. It's so much more fun doing it together, don't you think?
Adrien, don't cover it, just put it away. And neither of you are gonna question that? You're just gonna ignore it? Alright.
I gotta go. I've got a lesson in 58 seconds.
It's been more than 1 second since we saw the screen. I'd say you have about 56 seconds. Also, Adrien, you knew you had a fencing class, so why on earth did you follow Lila here?
So, the park?
Adrien's history book disappears in this shot.
Sure.
How did Adrien not notice the book was missing? I mean, it's not even hidden. If he glanced down even a little bit, he would have seen it. Oh my gosh, so it is true. He really is blind.
I don't get it. Exactly why would we need it? I'll explain to you once I know for sure.
It's a book about the Miraculouses and their powers. Boom. Why do you always insist on keeping secrets for literally no reason? Tell Marinette exactly what is at stake so she can act accordingly.
We're too far away.
Zoom and enhance cliche. The box is already open, but then it closes once Marinette pulls out her phone. Lila is opening a jewelry box containing the fake Fox Miraculous, so it seems like she commissioned one to look exactly like what was depicted in the book. However, that's impossible because no jeweler would be willing or able to create a brand new piece in just a few hours. How does Adrien not see Marinette?
I'm the descendant of a vixen superheroine myself. Volpina.
Adrien is an absolute moron for believing this, even for a second. If she really was a superhero, she would not be going around telling guys she just met. And he would know, seeing as he actually is a superhero.
I think I read about her in my book.
You didn't read about anything because the book is encoded. Also, Adrien should not recognize this name since Lila just made it up. And even if he did recognize the superhero, wouldn't he realize how suspicious it is that she came around claiming to be one of them immediately after seeing the book? Is she the only person in this universe that can lie? Because that's the only reason he would buy this.
She's one of the most important superheroes, more powerful and celebrated than Ladybug. Between you and me, Ladybug doesn't even make the top 10.
Adrien is supposedly in love with Ladybug, and yet he doesn't say a thing when Lila starts bad-mouthing her. Speaking of which, if Lila really was friends with Ladybug, she'd never say something like this, or if she would, she's a terrible friend and not someone you'd want to be close to.
You've got your book. I can't lose Adrien. Time to transform!
So, did Marinette just leave that super important book on the ground for the entire day, or did it somehow transform with her?
I saw your interview on the Lady blog. When did I save your life again, Lila? Never!
Wait, Lila? Hey, what was that all about? I mean, weren't you kinda harsh?
Here goes Mr. Perfect, once again getting on Ladybug's case for literally no reason. Lila lied to everyone about Ladybug in order to gain fame. She even had a fake Miraculous crafted in order to trick you. If you're gonna be mad at Lila for her deception.
My chances with Adrien? Gone! I hate you, Ladybug! Ugh.
Maybe you shouldn't have lied in such a public fashion about such a prominent figure. Lila is supposedly a genius, but in reality, she's just as dim-witted as everyone else.
Fly, my evil little one.
Evil little one? At least it's a little bit different this time.
Volpina, I am Hawkmoth, I'm giving you the power of illusion.
How did Hawkmoth manage to get the Fox Miraculous's power right? Before you say it's in the grimoire is encrypted, and I'm fairly certain Hawkmoth hadn't cracked it at this point. And even if he had, why would he care to decrypt the Fox Miraculous's section when he should be busy trying to fix the Peacock Miraculous? Also, if Hawkmoth can mimic the powers of other Miraculouses, why can't the rooster? Flute players, now's your time to shine. Does this match up at all or nah? I'm gonna guess that it doesn't, but let me know what you think. It's so typical of Lila to lie in a manner that is easily disproven. Earth has plenty of satellites that would have detected this meteorite had it been real, and the government would have immediately publicly disproven the notion of something like that slipping through their notice. Why couldn't she just fake an akumatization? Other than the obvious fact that she's a narcissist who wants to feel much more important than she actually is, of course. There is just so much wrong with this that I can't even bring myself to narrate it, so here, pause to read.
I am Volpina.
What? We can't hear you!
Volpina?
Looks like we have a new partner.
Don't you think it's weird, this superhero just appearing out of nowhere?
For some reason, both Adrien and Marinette don't realize who Volpina is. They were both there for her conversation about the Vixen superheroine. They would immediately know who she is, and they should have been incredibly suspicious considering the likelihood of an akumatization. In fact, Ladybug would have known it was an akumatization because she saw Lila order the fake Miraculous. And even if they weren't there for that conversation, their first thought should have been that she's an akumatized villain, because that's far more likely than another superhero showing up out of the blue.
First the meteorite, now Hawkmoth appearing both on the same day? Don't you think that's a little bit unusual?
Why would you say that?
I was asking Cat Noir.
Ladybug's mistrust is warranted, but the level of outright hostility doesn't make sense if she doesn't realize Volpina is Lila, which, as I said before, she doesn't.
What power does it give you?
The power of flight and super strength?
All Ladybug had to do was touch her, and Lila's plan would have been ruined. She really is the dumbest person around, and Ladybug is even dumber for not figuring this out sooner. Also, Ladybug and Cat Noir both know that's not how the Miraculouses work. You need a catchphrase, and then you have a countdown timer, and you can only use your power once. And this is before they knew that adults have better power, so they wouldn't just assume she was an adult either. They would also know that Hawkmoth can't teleport like this. And on that note, Hawkmoth does know both of those things. You would think he would have instructed Volpina on how the Miraculouses actually work so she'd have a chance of succeeding, but we all know he doesn't really want to win, he just likes to pretend.
Can you chill out a little? She's one of us.
You are so stupid. So incredibly stupid. I hate you.
Everyone thinks I'm a superhero, including Cat Noir. So you won't be able to call me a liar anymore, because everyone will think you're the liar.
There are two things wrong with this monologue. A, you are a liar and it's your fault this happened, you flippin' narcissist. And B, there is no way anyone would believe you over Ladybug, the superhero who's been protecting them all this time. Not everyone can be as dense as Cat Noir.
Stop! It's an illusion.
Hawkmoth just got foiled by a pigeon. This is why you shouldn't give people stupid powers. Although the Fox Miraculous does share this power, albeit worse, since it can only be used once at a time and has to be recharged if you're a child. It's honestly hilarious that the knockoff version is better than the real deal.
She was akumatized by Hawkmoth.
I don't get it. Why did he do it?
Why would Cat Noir ask this? Hawkmoth is a supervillain. He doesn't need a reason to do anything.
I think it's partly my fault. I ruined her chances with the guy she likes.
It is not your fault, Ladybug. It's hers for lying in the first place.
Lila?
Cat Noir, knowing this, should immediately tell Ladybug his identity. He didn't say the detransformation phrase.
Without me?
Hide, Plag, she's coming.
She was a lot closer in this shot and definitely would have seen Plag. Wait, hold on. This is the real Volpina, so how is she flying? Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't.
She's taken Adrien!
That's an illusion too.
How are you so sure?
Hey, would you look at that? Another reason keeping their identities a secret from each other is a moronic decision.
Give me your miraculous now or I will!
This is a terrible bluff, seeing as they would have been able to catch him easily were he real. And wait, Volpina had to have known that they would have checked for Adrien and found him safe and sound back at his house. Unless she somehow knew Adrien was gone, this plan was ridiculous from the start. And if she did know he was gone, how was that not suspicious to her? No way this would be that bright. It really couldn't have just given her a flashlight? Once again, Cat Noir uses his powers of destruction to create something. Can he control the extent of the destruction? How did he know that the pieces would fall perfectly into place like this? It's been a whole season, and I'm still confused. This cage would be incredibly flimsy, and Volpina should be able to just push it over.
Her days are over, Akuma.
Metal does not shatter like this. This is not the same necklace as this. Also, where is the necklace in this shot? How did it get all the way over there?
Totally overreacted and never should have spoken to you like that. I'm sorry.
You should not be apologizing. Lila should be the one apologizing to you. Ugh, this is victim blaming on steroids. What is the lesson here? That if you expose someone else for lying, somehow you're the bad guy? That impulsive liars are really just misunderstood? What is this moral? Why is this moral? The middle spot disappears last, people. We all know this.
Adrien, are you there?
Can I come in?
Just de-transform. Why are you making things awkward? You fool! What if she was still there? What if she came back? Why do you have no brain cells?
A great guardian, and I think the time has come for you to finally meet him.
Meet him? Technically, she's already met him. I know having the door closed by itself is cool and all, but not only does it not make sense, it makes Marinette seem inconsiderate. Close the flippin' door, you dolt. This is the worst sin of them all, so brace yourself. Lila.
I didn't know how to tell you the truth.
And with that, season 1 has officially come to a close. It took me 2 years to get here, guys. 2 years to do 1 season. I can only imagine how long it's gonna take me to do all 5. And then they're gonna make more and more and more, and I'll be here until the day I die. But anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break before I dive into season 2, but it won't be too long. Your guess is honestly as good as mine, because we all know I'm not consistent and I can't keep deadlines to save my life, but it will probably be shorter than a year, hopefully. But until then, make sure you stay miraculous, eat your tacos, consider getting a membership, maybe, I don't know, it'd be pretty cool, but most importantly, just join the taco army. It's not a cult. No matter what anyone may say to you, it is not a cult. I promise. For whatever that's worth. You would think he would have instructed Volpina on how the macros is What's wrong with me? Was that the entire... Oh, wait. I missed like 5 sins. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. I don't know the rest of the song. I just wanted to sing it. Whoa!
You're not going to ruin our date, Ladybug.
Excuse me, but it wasn't really quite a date.
Fatality.
No!